Now at 11, as historic talks in Havana move the U.S. and Cuba closer to restoring diplomatic relations, here in South Florida, a vocal crowd expressed its concerns at a vigil. CBS 4's Oralia Ortega was there. She is live for us right now in Westchester with more on the story. Oralia.
Elliot, U.S. and Cuban officials discussed a number of topics today in Havana, topics that included law enforcement, immigration, and human rights. But those who participated in tonight's vigil say the only ones who are benefiting from the renewed talks between the U.S. and Cuba is the Cuban government. A solemn ceremony at Tamiami Park as a group of about 200 people stopped to remember those who were repressed by the Cuban government.
The thousands and thousands of martyrs and victims that have given their lives for freedom or that have died in the pursuit of freedom.
The ease of restrictions recently announced, which include money being brought into Cuba, as well as business and travel, a concern to those in attendance. Just as upsetting, a U.S. delegation meeting with Cuban officials has them worried the talks are not in the best interest of the people of Cuba.
Everything that's happening right now is only going to benefit the Cuban government, and that's never going to trickle down to the people. It's never going to trickle down until they have what we have here, a multi-party system where we have free elections.
Over there, everything belongs to the government, and the money that you give them goes to the national bank. So this is not a free democratic society.
During the second day of talks in Havana, issues brought up by the U.S. delegation included a lifting of restrictions on U.S. diplomats. Disagreements remain over matters such as immigration and human rights.
This fight is going to be a long, long fight. And so it's really our responsibility now to carry on this torch.
Organizers at the vigil stressing the change in policy between the U.S. and Cuba is a far cry from what they've hoped and prayed for decades.
Necesario hasta lograr la libertad de Cuba.
And there is much more work to be done as far as talks go between the two nations. At least one more round of talks is expected in the near future. Organizers here at the vigil tell us that they're also expecting to hold more events like this one. Reporting live from Tamiami Park, Oralia Ortega, CBS 4 News Tonight.
Oralia, thank you.